Okay, we're live now. What was going to say to you, Fred? There. Yeah, no, I have the TV, but I don't have any channels. I only have Netflix and different things uploaded onto the TV. We have one of those smart TVs.
All right, so you're streaming all the time.
Streaming, yeah, pretty much all the time. Yeah, always looking for movies. I use Mubi a lot. Do you ever use that channel, Mubi?
Oh no. We have like Amazon and Air, so all the no RT1, RT2, 6 o'clock show.
Okay. What's your
You
favorite
know,
show to watch?
I love. What do I watch? Uh, God, what do I enjoy? I love the BBC documentaries, the BBC music documentaries.
Yeah.
Like I was meant to. I said I gave myself. You know, I was in Birmingham last night, and I said I gave myself try and get myself 4 hours sleep. But 12 o'clock, like do you know, Top of the Pops do each year, 91,
Oh, it's
92.
so good. I love Top of the Pops.
Oh, I loved them. It's
Yeah.
shaming all the dance people and all that, and they're speaking about it today. It was mental, mate. We didn't even know he'd written a good song until we put it out there, mate.
Yeah.
You know, great shit,
It
like.
was much more
And
relaxed. The top of the Pops was much more chilled. Like looking at it, they were just on stage and they were like, you could tell they were having a few bevies backstage. It was much more,
oh yeah,
and even the audience were nearly on top of them.
yeah, yeah. It had to be like even it was Nirvana was the first time they had a mosh on the stage when they came up on the stage and wrecked the gaff. So.
Hmm.
But they tried to make it cool. I think a lot of people thought Top of the Pops was quite sterile, like they were miming and all that. So that they got a new studio which was bigger for more of an audience, and you had to mime. And I guess that's when people got caught out.
Right.
All of a sudden, Millie Vanilli was like, I don't want to do Top of the Pops tonight, if you don't mind.
Would you not
It's a
be a
bit of a
fan of the
bummer.
miming, no?
Sure, listen, a friend of mine seen Diana Ross last night, and she's like 85 or something like that. I mean, you kind of I disregard it sometimes, you know what I mean? Like for someone's age.
Yeah, like some
You know
people
what I
paid money to see a hologram of Tupac. Remember that?
completely. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
It's one of those things. I don't know if you'd be too happy with that. Do you remember the time? I think it was the Ray Darcy show. He said Jack Nicholson was here, and then this impersonator walked out.
Yeah. Do you
That was
remember
funny.
that?
Yeah, I
That
do.
oh yeah, it was on it was on his show. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
yeah.
Let
Everybody,
me tell you
welcome.
about
Do you wanna,
I'll
I'm
give
going to
a
introduce you, Fred. I'm going to introduce you before you get into an anecdote. Um, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat here. Thanks for joining us. I'm here with the legendary Fred Cooke. Fred, you're a Kells man. I've been reading about you all day, but we've spent a lot of time together recently, and we have some funny stories together. Big shout
yeah.
out to D in the comments, Huey, Mean Stream Posse, Patty Conlon, Huey G. Fred is saying Millie Vanilli mightn't have sang these songs, but they had beautiful hair.
Yeah, good point. Huey G.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'd be the
Oh
opposite.
yes.
I'd be well able to sing songs, but I don't have any hair.
That doesn't mean that's going to
So
make you any worse of a singer, though. I don't think the hair makes you a better singer, because if it did, then my grandfather, who had long hair, would be a great singer, and he didn't have a
if
note in
you
his head.
but I think what Huey G's trying to say is if you've beautiful hair, it creates a distraction from
Yeah,
your lack of singing skills.
I think you shouldn't have a hair in your body if you're going to sing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Reggie Cooper, how are you getting on? So how's life with you, Fred? Anyways, you're living down in Kerry at the minute.
Yeah, still down here in Dingle, and it's great. It's so handy for work and stuff like that. I did I did tell you this. So I was at a seance,
A
right?
seance,
And
is that where someone like kind of
it's how you call it, a seance when
is that where someone
you're
like comes
kind
to the house and takes you because you're drinking too much?
yeah. No, trying to connect with the dead, right? And so it's in a pub, and it was all kind of dark and relaxed, and we had a specialist, a medium, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She's got the skills, and she's got okay, I feel this, and so we walked into the pub, and like there's pictures from like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, people have passed away, and she was like, she's American, she's like, oh yeah, okay, all those spirits, I can feel them in the room now, I can feel Seamus over there, he's standing over there, and she really felt that, you know what I mean, that all these spirits are in the room.
Yeah.
But then I guess for us to connect with the spirits, she said, would anyone like to sing a song or do something? And I said, I wouldn't, because I didn't want to be taking the piss, you know?
Mm.
And And then the friend Gary goes, "Come on, sing a song." And so I thought it'd be nice, kind of funny, if I sang the other side by the Chili Peppers. Take it on the other side, take it on.
Yeah.
And then I swear this actually happened, and I'm not joking, right? So I played that, and then I played the last chord, and then I handed the guitar over, and the lady doing the medium went, she went, the spirits have left the room.
They walked out and you like,
They walked out to me.
Christ.
I was that shit that the
Jesus, that's
ghost
bad.
couldn't even listen to me.
Do you know the way, Fred, and I don't know if it's the same in Kerry, but in Mayo, like they have music houses. Have you ever heard of these
Oh
things?
yeah,
Where a certain
yeah.
house in a village will be the music house. But I was in Belmullet there about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago actually, and we went down to this lady's house, and everybody in the house was like singing songs or telling poems, or like there was two young girls playing the flute. So there was a whole gang of people in the room doing stuff, and it was literally going from person to person, and everybody had something. So I did a poem from school. I was like trying to remember this poem I knew from school. Raftery, you know Raftery, the poem, the poet.
No,
He's this blind poet from outside Kelchima, but he had a
yeah.
poem, and I knew the poem, but halfway through it, I forgot the lines, and I was just like two verses in, and I'm like, that's the poem finished, and I just had to cut it early. They're like, oh no, that was nice, and I was like, no, but there's more, but I just can't think of it. But like there was about 10 seconds of dead air in the middle.
Well, that's it. Well, they didn't know that the poem hadn't finished. So like you kind
Right.
of didn't like so you kind of did that. Those
Well,
my dad,
yeah, I think one
my
or two of
dad
the lads did know.
did it. All right, okay,
There were
okay.
those
Didn't
kind
know
of
me.
people who know poems. You know those kind of like,
Oh
those
yeah,
sort
yeah,
sick
yeah. I do
bastards.
surely. So some of them, like my dad had poetry readings, and like there's not too many poets in Kells, the town I grew up in,
Mm.
and dad's published a few things. So what he has is like he joins the Trim Poetry Society. There's more results people, and sometimes those guys will come over to our house in Kells Festival, and we all like maybe 10 years ago, like mom would be like, I'm getting tea and coffee for all these poets, and we all in the kitchen standing up, saying poems and all this, and like they're lovely, but the poems are so intense. They're like we'd be all sitting down, it'd be a nice sunny July, and then and this lady would be like, oh, thanks so much for having us at the Kells Festival, and I'd like to recite this first poem for my second edition of poetry, and then we'd be all smiling at her, and she'd be like, the church destroyed me. The fucking church.
Yeah, and you're like, where do you look?
Yeah, and I'm there. Mom's looking at me, and I'm like, would anyone like another Mikado? Huh? Would anyone like would anyone like any more crisps?
They
I'm just
used
trying
to,
to play host, but take it seriously as well. Like,
yeah, yeah. They used to come into my house doing the rosary. A decade of the rosary.
oh god,
And I'd have
that
an uncle. I'd have an
you're
uncle
a
that'd come
host
to the house
really.
all the time, Fred, doing it, and I'd be like, "Oh, here he comes again." But one time, my mother was like, "Just lock the door." And he was outside with the rosary beads, and we're like, "No, no, don't let him in." And he could see us inside the house, and he was like mouthing in it, it was going like rosary, but we were like, "No, no, no, not today." But we didn't have the courage to tell
Serious?
him we didn't want to hear the rosary again. But we just locked the door.
Are you serious, on? And was he?
Yeah.
Is he like a local priest? Was he?
No, he's not even a priest. He just really loves praying. He's
Yeah.
he's like I was going to say a distant uncle. He's an uncle of ours that just like likes a bit of praying. But yeah, he used to come to the house all the time in the 90s and just like turn up randomly, just as you were enjoying your day. You'd be watching television.
And would you have to turn off the TV and start praying, doing decades
Yeah,
of the rosary with him?
you would. Yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, you would. You'd be watching one of your favorite TV shows, like
Yeah.
what was that show we were watching? I remember vaguely. What was that show? Around the World, I think it was called. Do you remember that
Teddy
show?
Ruxpin.
It was some lady. I think it was on a Saturday or Sunday. She'd be like, she was standing at a globe. There was a globe behind her, and she'd be talking about around the world, and it was some game show.
Oh, I remember that.
And
Yeah, like I think it was Michaela Strachan. Was that her name?
could be. Yeah, we were halfway through it, and he landed in with the rosary beads, and we're like, right, we'll have to watch that
No.
next week.
Oh my God.
There was no catching up in them days either. Like you had to just stick with
Yeah,
whatever was
yeah, that's
on.
the thing.
What was I going to say to
Whatever.
you? Fred, sorry, just some people here in the comments are saying, sod for the praying, walks the land, searching for masses. Around the twist. Did you ever see that TV show, by the way?
Oh, I remember talking. Have you ever felt
Is it
like
like this?
this? And strange things happen, and you go in round the twist. And they lived in a lighthouse.
They did, yeah. They were a bit tapped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although it would have been a nice existence to live in a lighthouse.
Oh, definitely, yeah, yeah.
Would you like to have
But with
lived in
that
a lighthouse?
family, it's that I'd love to live in a lighthouse. I'd love to just. I'd say like I wouldn't have my bedroom at the top of it, but because if I come in a bit drunk some nights, you know what? I'll just sleep in the steps and I'll
Yeah.
head up to bed in the morning.
Get fucking washed out to
You
sea.
know? Yeah, and if it's on as well, the light be distracting you every few seconds. Fuck.
Oh man, I'd go straight for the top because at least I know I'd be the one that'd survive if it started flooding. That's my biggest fear, the
Yeah,
flooding.
yeah. Oh, sure, you're grand in Swinford. You're safe enough. You're landlocked.
I'm landlocked, but I'm down in a bit of a dip. I'm down in a bit of a valley, Fred. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it ever did flood, if the big flood ever comes, I'm screwed. Like the house flooded about 2 years ago.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I woke up
Yeah.
and there was
Okay.
like, I was kind of having this dream, Fred, where like I was thinking, do you ever dream about water?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was dreaming about water, and I remember waking up and I could hear drips, and I was like, "What?" And I looked down, and there was like 2 inches of water on the ground, and I was like,
No
"Oh
way.
God!" I was like, "The radiator must have blown up or something." So I called up the plumber. I was like, "The radiator, there's 2 inches on the floor," and he goes,
Yeah.
"That's not the radiator. Something more because there's that much water." And I was like, "I'll chat to you later." So I went outside, and literally the whole house was surrounded by water.
Yeah, yeah.
And the neighbour had to come down then with a tractor, and he had a slurry tank on the back, so he reversed the slurry tank mechanism, pumped all the water out, and I was like,
That's unreal.
I love that, man. Yeah.
That's on. And were you living with your partner at the time, or were you living with your parents?
Oh yeah, yeah, no. I was living with my partner. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is only
yeah.
last year,
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I ran out to the front of the house with a bucket, and I started throwing buckets, like across the ditch, but like it was getting me nowhere. But she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's the only thing I can think of."
It's like you still have asleep. Wait, till Jesus. Wait to tell you this one. Julie, my wife, is trying to cut down on my son's amount of time watching television.
Yeah.
Every day she's trying to cut down on the hours, and
Is she trying to get him down to zero?
impossible. Impossible. Like we always get, especially when he comes home from school a long day, she will turn on the telly for an hour.
Yeah.
And but she said there laughing, she was like, "Okay, the electricity man in Dingle." Now my son's 5 as well, for anyone listening in, and Julie goes, "Now the electricity man in Dingle is trying to cut down on the electricity in Dingle because we have to save it. So we're not allowed to watch TV after this time."
Right.
And Ted was like, "Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. I'll do this for the town." And he turns off the TV. And then he's looking across the road at the Super Value. And like there's loads of lights on at the petrol station. And Ted's like, "Scumbags. We're all trying to make an effort here."
Yeah. You've trained him early.
He's getting really pissed off. There's a shop across the road.
Yeah,
So
you're
we'll
lucky
leave
to have a
one
shop
light
across
off.
the road, Fred.
Oh yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
So
spoiled.
handy. And they open at 7 a.m. and they close at 11 p.m.
Oh, that's lovely.
So
What
for
kind of
me,
shop is it? Is it like a convenience store, is it?
absolutely convenient store.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, convenient in its location and but like they haven't got like everything, but they've got the essentials, so it's grand. Like, but
Yeah.
they open it. So I'm always like, God, what time is it? And I look out the window and the lights are still on. I know it's before 11 o'clock. Or like if I wake up in the morning and the lights are on, I'm like, oh jeez, it's past 7 a.m. now. Like,
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
so they're kind of our
It's weird that,
they're
isn't it?
slow clock.
Do you know when you're living in a place, you sort of get to figure out certain sounds that you hear. Like I have
Yeah.
there's a certain, I don't know what it is. It's a certain light that I see in the morning time. I can roughly gauge what time it is, and I'm normally close enough by about 5 minutes. That's without looking at my watch
Are
or
you
anything like that.
serious?
Yeah, I'm fairly good, fairly good at that. Like I'd look out the window
That's
and some
amazing.
mornings and I'd be like, it's 7:58, and I'd check the phone and it'd be like 2:30. But like I'm getting better.
And tell me, would you be like are you good in the morning? Would you be good at it like at night time in the evening,
No, no, no. I'd
twilight
be
zone?
terrible. No, because I spend a lot of the evenings inside, so I don't get to go outside. But
Yeah,
I don't. I
yeah.
mean, I do get to go outside, but I just, the way life is. You tend to spend. I spend too much time in the evenings inside. Actually, I was thinking about that today. I need to be outside. I want to be outside all the time, but you
Oh,
know,
you're great. You're such a great outdoors guy. Anyway, you're always making an
I
effort.
have
You
to
know,
be
you're
Fred.
always
Sure, if I don't go
doing
outside,
something
I'll
like.
start crying. Like if I'm inside, if I'm looking at screens too much, like this,
Oh yeah, yeah.
even setting up all this stuff here, Fred, I'm like, it just drives me demented. The whole YouTube stuff.
If
But
anyone
thanks
broke
everybody
into
for
your
watching.
house and seen all your equipment in the corner,
Huh?
I think you're some sort of a spy or something. Like.
Yeah, my uncles were in the house the other day, and they were like, I was just showing them around the house, and they're like, "Oh, lovely, lovely."
Yeah.
And then they came into this room that I'm in now, and it's like cables coming out the ground, and there's fucking monitors, and they're like, "What are you doing in here?" It looked like my OnlyFans room or something. Jake Butler says working outside is the best. Actually, Fred, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah. Well, I think uh, for me, when my work is trying to come up with new material, and if I go for a walk, I'll come up with better stuff than I will do just sitting down looking at a piece of paper.
Mm.
Just not even thinking
Get the
about it.
blood
In fact,
pumping.
yeah, and I don't even tell Julie this one, but I actually come
I
up with
thought you
my
were going to
best
say you don't tell
material.
Julie when you're leaving.
Oh, and but I actually come up with my best jokes when I'm cleaning the house.
Mm. Oh yeah,
Uh,
don't tell her that. No, definitely
no, no, not at all. Like so, like there's a step. If I'm bringing like dry socks up to be sorted, this is how glamorous my life is. But if I'm taking dry socks out from the dryer and then bringing up to sort out, there's a third step on the stairs. And every time I put my foot there with the socks, I come up with something,
not. Mm.
and I have to throw all the socks on the floor, feck it, and
It's a bit
right, put
like
up my phone.
It's a bit like the way Paul Ince, the footballer for Man United, used to leave his top off before he got onto the pitch. It was like you get into this kind of routine, I suppose, is it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not allowing yourself to like some people said. Oh, a comedian said to me once about trying to write material and said if there was a lad with a gun to your head, you and you had to write a joke, or else he'd kill you. You definitely would write a good joke with the pressure of it. And I was like, no, I wouldn't.
No, I'd be I'd be like, just pull the trigger. I'd be gone.
I'd be like, there's a lad with a fucking gun to my head, and now you want me to write a joke. What
Yeah,
are you
the pressure.
talking about?
Exactly. No, no, no.
Oh,
You
100%.
don't create under pressure. Well, maybe you do create under pressure, but it's meant to be like relaxing, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unforced at times. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I know there's pressure and deadlines, but at the same time, if you can find that unforced flow of thought, and that's why getting out and going for a walk is a good one.
Yeah. 100%. Albert Einstein used to go for walks when he was cracking some of his greatest ideas, like
Yeah.
gravity. He
I was
created
just,
gravity, didn't he?
yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah,
He came up with that
definitely did.
idea. If he
I
was
was
around
talking
right
to the
now, he'd be
lady.
massive on TikTok.
Oh my God. Well, people be trying to question him.
You do it, yeah. He'd be
Oh
on
yeah, well,
podcasts and he'd be like, he'd be selling fucking creams.
yeah.
He'd be
That's
doing
like, oh
adverts
yeah,
in between.
yeah, yeah. And
Tell me this, Fred. I was going to ask you a few questions, and a few people have sent me in questions
well,
on Instagram, which I'm really thankful for. Thanks for sending them in, guys. And I'm just going to run through some of the comments here, Fred, and then if you have anything you want to talk about from there.
yeah.
Shinra18 says working outside suits me. They like working outside. Let's see. He's probably. Let me see what else people are saying here. He's a
That's
wild
great,
man for
Shinra.
the crows. Hmm?
But that's good.
There's another thing here,
Well,
Fred. Look at this. The lighthouse foghorns were decommissioned in 2010. So if you're 15, there's a chance you've never heard one live.
amazing.
That's a bit like. You ever meet somebody who wasn't alive when 9/11 happened?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like
I know what
you
you're
haven't
saying.
lived.
Yeah.
You don't know. You've missed out.
Isn't it mad the way I was thinking? Do you remember that song? I heard it today on the radio, Breakfast and Tiffany's. Was
And
said, what
what
about
about?
breakfast and
Yeah,
Tiffany's? And I think it was like 96, 95. And I was looking back at my time and went, Jesus, if I had a child back then when that song was out, the child would be 28 now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, nuts. Yeah,
Yeah. So, and
that
I
is.
actually did, I thought when I was 23, I got a girl pregnant. And nowadays, I think if I did, I, the child would be grown up now. I'd have my independence back.
You'd have the empty nest vibe.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You'd be able to go travel in the world, Fred.
Yeah,
But you
100%.
can
Yeah.
anyways. I mean, you can. Your youngest, you probably don't want to talk too much about them, but not that you don't want to talk about them, but your youngest is what age?
He is 2
Okay,
last
so
week.
you can't really travel at the minute then, or can you?
I can. I can Kenya. I can go to Kenya.
You can,
And I
you
can
got
travel to Kenya.
you got a free pass in
And
the Kellogg's.
yeah, Kenya, travel to Kenya. And well, it's I'd say, oh no, I can. I mean, I'm not that restricted. I just need to. My wife and I have Google Calendar, and we just put our dates down, so
You have a
then we
shared
know
Google
that.
Calendar. That's serious. That is.
Yeah,
That's a
I
commitment.
mean, I couldn't go to America first thing in the morning.
Hmm.
Like I need to give it a bit of notice, a
Yeah,
week at least.
that's not too
Yeah,
bad. If you only need to give a week, there's a nice.
exactly.
That's not too bad.
Like
If
most
you
people.
said if so, okay, so you could. Yeah, it depends what it is too as well. Like you couldn't just say I'm going to America on the piss. You'd have to have a reason for it. No.
Yeah. Even if you were going on the piss, you'd have to pretend there was something else.
Yeah, I'm just going over to my uncle's.
A painting job.
My uncle wants me to paint a house in New York, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then all of your stories on Instagram are just you on the piss. Fred, who's going to
Have
win
you
the
ever done
presidency
that?
race?
Who's going to win it? Well, everyone's dropping out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be that football manager, the Dublin football manager.
Oh, Steve Staunton. I didn't know
no,
he's running.
no, I forget your man's name. Yeah, yeah. I'm the gaffer. I'm the gaffer. Is that what he says?
I don't know. Is it?
Steve
It's not.
Johnson.
It's hardly feckin' Brian Kerr that's running, is it?
No, no. It's the guy who got them 5 in a row. I think that guy, the Dublin football manager.
Let me see now. I'm going to find Dublin. Oh yeah, sorry, the GA footballer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see now. I'm just checking Facebook here, or sorry, Google. Presidency.
And who's your other
Jim
one, the
Gavin.
minister?
Is it Jim Gavin's going?
Jim Gavin, yeah, yeah.
You know what? I'm looking at him here, Fred, and I'm thinking he could be the man for the job.
I think so, yeah.
I'm going to pull up his
I was
picture
saying to
here
my
of Jim
dad,
Gavin, and he looks like he's got a nice look to him.
yeah, he's affable.
He's affable, yeah. He's
Yeah,
approachable.
you need to be affable and kind of, and unfortunately, you kind of need to know your place as well. Like, you're not there to run the government. You're there to be the voice of the government. That's what I always think.
He looks
Like if
stern.
something, yeah, yeah.
He looks like he could kick the shit out of you.
He'd open up schools around Ireland, but he'd beat the shite out of the headmaster the way in.
He'd make a statement when he walks into the school, just kick the shit into the fucking principal and say, "Let that be a lesson to you." Mean Street Posse says only Dubs will vote for him. Is that true, Fred? Does he have your vote?
He has my vote so
Okay.
far. I'm not
Okay.
too pushed on voting for Heather Humphreys from Monaghan, the Southern. And obviously other people. Bob Geldof, it would have been a fantastic campaign to watch if Bob Geldof went first.
It would have been a bit,
I
yeah,
don't think
entertaining.
it'd be fantastic. Like he's just so funny and quick. And but even with all that, I don't think he's the man for the job anyway. Like so,
Yeah,
especially when you're a sir. Like if you align yourself with the Queen, not the Queen. That's what I said. This is an old argument, but the English monarchy, and you call yourself sir.
yeah.
And you bend down for it. It's very hard to become the president of Ireland after that.
Fred, I hate that Sir thing. I mean, I know a few people that have it. Well, I don't know them, but like Sir
Yeah.
Alex Ferguson for one, like a lot
Yeah.
of footballers, managers get it. And
Mm.
I'm thinking, I would love to meet these people and just not call them Sir, just to
I
say,
know, yeah.
just go, "How are you, Alex? How are you doing?" And he'd be like, "No, call me Sir."
And
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no.
met Bob Geldof once. To call him Sir Bob.
You did,
Shook his hand. Yeah, I said hello, Sir Bob Geldof. He said hi.
but
And he said hi.
Why
And then he
but
went,
why
hello,
does he
sir.
get the sir before you? You know, why does he not call you? How are you, Sir Fred?
Because I didn't achieve what he achieved in 1985.
Ah, you did, Fred. Me and
No,
you, I.
no, no, no,
You don't think so, no?
no. It's a great thing. It's amazing. I don't, when people are like, when the artists, they've achieved an awful lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think,
Are we all
well,
not
Bob
sirs,
Dylan,
as Gobbles says here in the comments? Are we all not sirs? I think that's a fair point, though.
yeah, that is true.
This has turned into Joe Duffy. Are we all not sirs now?
Yes, sir. Your teacher, sir. What has he ever done? Like your one-room teacher, he kicks the shit out of you, and the next day you're in the class, sir.
Yeah. It's
You
such an
know, your
abuse of
teachers are
power.
sir. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. So
You know what? I actually put 10 quid on Michael Flatley to win it. And then I seen the Instagram post and I was like, fuck you, Michael. You've lost me more money
yeah.
again.
Why has he? Did he leave it? Did he leave the?
He pulled out. He said, now is not the
He
time
pulled
for him.
out.
Yeah, he must be
Yeah.
rebooting the feet or something. Or I don't know what happened, but he looks like he
No
said he's
one
pulled
wants
out.
it.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. No one really wants it. Bertie Ahern pulled out as well, and
Yeah.
like,
I suppose
it's kind of
there's no power to it really though, is there? Like it's probably like
no.
let me see. What's the currency for it? How much you get? Salary, I should say.
You get your meals for free.
You get
And
you
you
get
get
three
your
square
lift
meals a
for
day,
free.
but you're not allowed to wear you're not allowed to wear your own clothes.
And you get a free copper card, an abracadabra card.
Yeah, well that's
And
definitely. I nearly run for myself if that was the case. Hey, the salary of the
yeah.
president of Ireland is 250,000 per year. This figure is for the president of Ireland, not the head of government.
So and you do 7 years. So what's that? You're looking at like 18,000 or something for that.
How
Oh, what
much?
am I talking about?
No,
You're
four
looking
years.
at
So every 4 years you get a
every
million.
4 years, a
Nearly,
million.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
1,750,000.
yeah.
That's a fair fucking
And then
coin.
you get a good pension on that as well.
Oh Christ, yeah. Fred, we've only
Yeah,
got 10
yeah.
minutes left in this meeting, so I want
What?
you to. Yeah, it's an hour long. I think it's an hour long meeting or half an hour meeting. So, fortunately, I'm going to have to cut ties with you, Fred. Come here, tell me this, Fred. Any gigs coming up you want to talk about?
I'm coming to Mayo. Actually,
Yes.
I haven't got the date down yet, but I'm going to be doing the TF.
Tell me everything.
So
Tell me all
I'm
your
looking
secrets.
forward to that. I'm doing Alan Clark's podcast.
Yeah,
So the man of Mayo,
yeah.
and
He should run for president. He'd probably win it.
do you know what? Joke aside, he would be good at it.
Yeah.
He'd be great at it
Mm-hmm.
because he's somebody who can get stuff done, and he's got I don't know,
He's
he's got a good sense of
photogenic.
placement of what to do. Yeah, yeah. That's the reason why I said I'd go for it. But that's all I have.
He sent you a picture of his
So,
face. You're like, I'll do
exactly,
it.
yeah. But he does look like he's got the face of a president, Alan Clark.
He does, yeah. In
So,
fairness.
yeah.
So, Fred, think any more gigs you want to plug? But just also, there's this fella saying, Desi Red says, Fred, did you go to Multifarnham French College around 97,
did.
98?
And I remember Des as well. Des, is it? Is that his name? Oh,
Desi Red. Desire.
Desi Red. You were kind of a tall, black-haired guy, Tin, yeah. And I nearly got kicked out of it. I nearly. They tried to kick me out of it. Like, you weren't allowed to talk English, and I was caught talking English for the third time.
Yeah.
And the lady brought me into her offices, and she goes, "You were going home tonight,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was a bit like traitors. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I actually said to the lady, "You can't send me home because my parents are in Russia. I've nowhere to go." Like, that's what I said. And she was like, "What? Yeah, they're on a working trip in Russia, so I have to stay here. That's why they sent me here." And she just kind of went, "Okay, Grant," and I walked out. I caught my breath. Fuck for that.
You got away with it. So what? You were learning
Yeah,
French?
yeah.
Was that a purely French school?
Yeah, I actually learned loads of French, and it was in Multifarnham, the agricultural college, that they they take in students for three weeks
Was it like
in like July.
agricultural French?
No, it just happens to be le cow and was
Le
le
Moumou.
moo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they didn't. No, they just we just used their space in Multifarnham. So very close to where Michael Jackson stayed in Grassland Studios, literally
Oh
two
yeah,
fields away.
yeah. I
And
think he was edging
so
towards going to the agricultural school. I think that was his next step
he was, yeah,
before the ill-fated move into space happened.
completely, yeah, yeah. His new album's going to be The Price of Beef.
Agricultural school is not my lover. No, that makes no sense.
Yeah. You
What
got
was
your
going
quota. You got your quota.
Sean Pellegrino says, if you weren't nearly kicked out at some point while studying there, did you really even attend college? That's a fair enough. That's a fair enough assessment.
Yeah, that is true. But there was
Yeah.
one guy who was like, Joe, I'm not proud of. I was only, what was I? I was 17, 18, and I said something. I look back and I'm quite embarrassed about what I said. I said something about one of the teachers. She was quite attractive, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But I did say something that was quite misogynist. It was awful,
Yeah.
actually, in the bedroom with the two other boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one of the guys was listening to me, and I said it in English, and he said it back word for word verbatim to the teacher what I said
Hmm.
that night. I was like, oh, this is awful. You know what I mean? Like,
And what
it was
was
so
it?
embarrassing, and I can't even say it. It was so bad. It's
I
just,
mean, really.
like I went to an all boys boarding school, and the times was just a bit toxic. Like loads of lads talking about sex, not knowing about sex.
Yeah.
And so and you look back at moments in your life, and I was clueless. I was really clueless back
Yeah.
then.
I remember I had a teacher for home economics, and she made some like shepherd's pie, and I said to her, I'm not going to eat that slurry. And she said, go down there now and tell the principal what you just said about the food.
Yeah.
And I said, right. And I went down to the bathroom, just sat in the bathroom for like 20 minutes, came back. And she was like, right, what did he tell you to say? He said, he just told me to apologize. So I'm sorry. And I was just hanging out in the bathroom for 20 minutes. So it was a nice time. Fred,
And that was it. There was nothing said.
that was nothing else
Well
said.
done.
She didn't even like assume that I might be just in the jacks hanging out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Fred, come here. Unfortunately, the Zoom call is coming to an end now, but if there's anything else you want to plug there before we love you and leave you.
RedCookComedian.com. I've new dates coming up in the next 2-3 weeks. I'm still touring this tour that I have called Clown to Earth. I'm just
Hmm.
adding on new dates now. I'm doing a second batch of dates with new material inside of it.
Okay,
So
what's it called, the tour?
Clown to Earth.
Clown to Earth. Love it.
Yeah,
Did you ever
yeah.
go to that clown school in France, no?
No, I'd love to go.
We'll have
And
to
it's
go.
quite a friend of mine, DQ. The Marcel Marceau one, it's really hard to get into. Like, it's so prestige
Yeah. I don't
that
think he's around there anymore,
uh,
is he, that fella? Is he,
no,
does it?
exactly, yeah, yeah. It was very hard to shake his hand. He'd mime around you
Yeah.
as well, like so. Anytime I met him, he came to Sligo. Do you know that Marcel Marceau?
No. What the fuck was he doing in Sligo?
Yeah, there's a Marcel Marceau theatre company, and he actually came over and
Jesus
stayed with
Christ.
them. Like,
That's
yeah,
nuts.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
checking here now.
mad,
The old
brilliant.
Marcel
It's online,
Marceau.
like go to YouTube.
He officially opened the new theatre, The Factory, in 1993, a building that now houses the Blue Raincoat
Unbelievable.
Theatre Company.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what it's called? The Blue Raincoat Theatre Company.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Class. Jeez, I'll have to go down there for a look. I'd love to do a bit of theatre, Fred. Any tips?
Yeah, me too. I've none. I've no theatre. I can't. I told you like that. I was telling you that I know I mentioned this in my show, but this is true. I'm on Netflix and on a BBC sitcom called Vet, and one
Vets.
episode I had to all that Vet VEXED.
Hmm.
It was a BBC sitcom,
Yeah.
and one episode I was so bad at acting. All I had to do was act dead, like they killed me off. So I was dead in the shot, and so I had to hold my breath and look in the one direction. And, and then, but my agent told me because it's BBC money, he told me I was getting 1,500 for being in it just before I had to act dead, and I was so happy I couldn't take a smile off his face.
No way. You're the happiest
I
dead
was so
man
happy
ever.
he's looking. I was so happy he's looking dead, fella. Yeah. You never seen?
One time I had to play a general's. Sorry, Fred, I'm cutting across you there. Go on.
Go on.
I know I had to play one of the general's henchmen in a TV3 documentary, but I had braces on at the time, so like it looked a bit weird when I look back at the footage. I was like one of his henchmen, and I was like he was talking to me, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely I'll do that. But you could see the braces, but it didn't fit, you know, because I was robbing jewelry, but I weren't worried about my teeth. Anyways, Fred, lovely having you on, Fred. You're an absolute legend. I'm going to bring you on again soon, and you're going to be in Mayo soon. We're going to do a live stream together, aren't we?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it next week. Maybe late next week.
Is it next week you're in Mayo?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sunday.
Oh, give us a shout.
I'm going to come to Journey. I'm going to hang out with you.
Lovely. Looking forward to it.
So I'm going to bring a tractor. So I'm going to bring loads of buckets. So if I stay over, I get flooded. I can just put them in.
Yeah.
You know,
if you want to stay over, you can. We can go camping in the garden, me and you. Don't tell the ladies.
That's so funny, isn't it? That's like when we're not old enough to go into a field. We stay in the garden.
Exactly. It's enough. It's enough of a step.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'd love that. Let's do that one.
All right, Fred, bring your pajamas.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, horse. Chat to you soon, Fred. Lovely chatting to you, Brett. You're a legend.
Great chatting to you, and you're a legend.
God bless you,
buddy.
God bless you.
Shalom.
I don't know how to close this now, Fred. This could be awkward for the next 20 seconds.
Will I just leave?
Yeah, you leave. Yeah, that'll be handy.
I'm storming out the door. Do you know what I think of you? And you're nothing but a... Oh, are you still there?
Still there.
I thought it was gone. That was meant to be the joke. And I'm still here.
No.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck, Fred. Okay, there he is. The imitable Fred Cooke. The imitable Fred Cooke. He's gone. What a lovely fella he is. Fred at the Cooke. He is living in... I'm red on the cheeks here for some reason. He is living in... he's living in Dingle at the minute. He's a Dingle boy. But he's from Kells. Lovely fella. I lived with a good friend of his before, Podge, from Ham Sandwich. I don't know why this picture's on my thing. I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff here now. I don't know what the fuck all this is. This is, let me see. Unfortunately, Zoom doesn't really let you hang around there too long. So anyway, we'll open up this shite here. And we'll get the fucking googly box on the go. How is everyone getting on? Anyways, in the comments. Thanks for looking so far. I really appreciate you, all of you being on here. Let me see. See Tatsu, your teeth are fucked for a reason. What happened to teeth? Reg Cooper, you have to head off, do you? Lovely chatting to you. Shinra, send me on that fitness video, please. Owen, how have you lived everywhere in Ireland? Well, I was in Galway. When I left Mayo, I went to Galway, and then Galway. I didn't really live in many places, though. I was only Galway and Dublin. And Cork, actually. Those three places. Galway, Dublin, and Cork. So that's the only places I was. Alan Bond, welcome to the chat. Shinra 18, it's called Tiger Moves. You know, this is a faux pas what I'm doing here now, but I'm going to check out what you've just sent to me. Tiger Moves. This could get the page cancelled. Tiger Moves. Hopefully it's nothing too dodgy. If it is, okay. I like the look of this now. This looks good. Let me just see. Can you guys see what I'm looking at here? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is that showing me that there now? Oh, here it is. Look. Okay, here. Just going to get this squared up a small bit. Here we go.
Savage beauty. Look at that powerful body. Strength, grace, magnificent form.
Wow.
How does the tiger manage to keep himself
That's someone's
at the
father.
peak of physical fitness for his entire life? He doesn't lift weights, work machines, perform calisthenics or aerobics, and he doesn't jog. Yet he can tear the head off a man. His power comes from his own exercise system, far different from man's, and also far superior. It is the ultimate exercise system, which I call Tiger Moves.
Ironically,
Ironically,
look at this fucking lad here. This is kind of the times you'd miss the gimp of this lad here. Look at
Ironically.
this lean body, glasses that people would laugh at nowadays, but still he's got the mullet. Nice bit of confidence.
when man sets about to improve
fixed.
his health and physical fitness through exercise, he devises systems
Lovely
which
bit of
lack the
movement there.
simple wisdom of the tiger.
Basic enough stuff.
Low-impact aerobics has far less injuries
Does the
than
job, though.
high-impact.
Serial killer
As does
job.
belly
Glasses.
dancing
Yeah, 100%.
with
Yeah.
its smooth
Dennis Taylor.
and
He had some
completely
glasses.
natural moves.
Let's have a look at this.
Tiger moves. The best
Look at this fella here. Look at this. Just why is he? Why has he got the top off?
and most natural exercise system man can use. I'm John McSweeney, and I'm
And
going
I'm
to cover
Steen.
7 of these basic tiger moves. Inhale back with tension.
He just decided to turn up to fucking work that day in a pair of jocks that don't even fit him. For some reason, this part of the jock here is not fitting him as well as this bit. Maybe he's still going to throw a kick. Let's stick around to see. Stephen King's after you.
Exhale forward.
McSweeney.
Try to reach for the stars. Reach as high as you can. With tension. Great tension.
Makes sense.
Forward with great tension. Feel the tension in the
Feel the tension there. I remember seeing before there was this thing where they say like if you squeeze everything in your body really tight and then you let it loose, apparently like the feeling you get when you let it loose is
triceps muscles.
good.
Think into those thigh muscles, the quadriceps, the hamstrings. The next tiger move is the stomach roll. This exercise now from the side.
Look at that for a side profile. Look at that. You can tell he's sucking it in a small bit, but if you were to put a t-shirt on him, you wouldn't think he's got that kind of body in him. In fairness to him, he's packing serious bit of heat there.
I push down
Serious frame.
and roll up. Flex, force it down. Come up.
Yeah.
You just learned in this tape
And now he's in a
3
suit.
critical areas
Now he's
of
in a
life
suit.
and self-defense. I'll leave
To be
you with
taken
one
seriously.
thought. It pertains to nations, it pertains to the individual. First a warrior, or all else is folly.
First a warrior or all else is folly. That's not a bad one. It's a bit like that one they used to say, always be a gardener. Always be a warrior in the garden. Instead of a gardener at the war. He's pushing 40 now. He's touching that's touching 80, I'd say. The kata of business. It's all about being physically strong and then also having the business mind to back it up. Does he look like a politician there, does he? My uncle told me if I'm in doubt, lash it out. It always works for me. Just whip it out whenever you're thinking, what do I do next? You just fucking whip out the old Mickey. What was the one I was going to show you there now, folks? There was one there a second ago that I completely... Oh, Dennis Taylor. I wanted to look at Dennis Taylor's glasses. Yeah, because there was this fella, Dennis Taylor. I need to get the eye surgery done. Does anyone ever get that done? Dennis Taylor now. This is a fella who... He used to wear the glasses like that, but he played some serious snooker. I don't know if you can see that, but... this fella played some serious snooker with glasses like that. And you wouldn't get many people wearing them now. Crazy glasses. Let me see. Crazy glasses. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Old-fashioned glasses, we'll say. I remember having glasses in school, and they were just these big, thick, brown framed glasses that they were government glasses actually. So my mother was getting them off the government, and they were so shit that I used to just break them because they weren't even prescription glasses. They were just stick them on you there, and you can't see. Just stick them on you, and they make your eyesight worse. Charles Nelson Riley, Steve Jobs style. He's in a suit, so it's got to be legit. Exactly, yeah. He's fucking talking out his windpipe. Reg Cooper, when we were kids, we used to put on the parents' glasses upside down when playing pool and pretend to be Dennis Taylor. Did you ever have a pool table when you were a kid and you just, because the kitchen would be so small, you had to fucking lift the elbow up? You were like that. Old-fashioned glasses. Okay, this is not what the fuck I was looking for. On people, we'll say. 90. No, let me see. I'm all over the shop here. Yeah, not these kind of glasses. I think probably they were government glasses, we call them. 90s Ireland. These are the ones that I used to be. Patting Conlon, I used to be great at potting the brown. Is that a double entendre, you dirty bastard, you? You dirty, dirty bastard, you. Tell us more about that. Are you a fan of that? Have you potted the brown before? Do you like to stick it up the arse? NHS spectacles. Yeah, it was something along those lines. It was something along the lines of these bad boys here. Water charges ruled out in Northern Ireland to address underinvestment. Something like those specs there. These ones actually have the old Jack Duckworth job. Here's another fella now who could have fucking went out and bought himself a pair of glasses. Good old fucking Jackie D. But see the way he's got the little plaster there up on the side? Well, I have the same up here on this side. And I thought, a few people have said to me now, you're not going to get the glasses changed. But I said, no. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to close all these fucking things here. I'm going to close all this fucking shit. But that is a good movie. Thank you very much for the recommendation, Tiger Moves. It reminds me of this other one, which is called John Braun Fighting, I think it's called. Let me see if it comes up here. John Braun. Kesselbar. No. John Braun. Kesselbar. Self-defense, maybe. No. Fuck, it's got. Maybe it's gone, but maybe it's under a different. John Braun. How do you spell Braun? B-R-A-U-N, maybe? He's fucking. No. Total self-defense. Oh. Yeah, I remember watching this one years ago. This one's class. This is unbelievable. This one got me into martial arts. Look at this.
Self-defense means meeting violence with violence.
Wait a minute, I have seen this fella before. This is the same fucking chancer. This is the same fucking chancer. It's fucking John McSweeney. It's fucking John McSweeney. He's back chancing his arm.
First a warrior, or all else is folly.
I'll just bring Paul over here. We had the Adam's apple. The hand makes a circle and chops into that brainstem.
I wonder, did John McSweeney ever pot the brown? Or is he's probably doing it as we speak? Dirty bastard.
Knockout point. Thank you, Paul. I come right in and attack the Adam's apple. Thank you, Paul. So you poke from here right into the eye. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, yes, you've seen this DJ Chuck.
If I miss into there.
Chucky
Thank
Peanuts.
You, Paul. As you can see, there's a lot of force. Thank you, Paul. And we're squeezing hard behind the windpipe. Thank you, Paul. I follow through with the strike. Thank you, Paul. Wham, like that. Thank you, Paul.
Lovely.
Kick, like that. Thank you, Paul.
Lovely bit of
coming right down to the
stuff.
skull. Thank you very much, Paul.
Some of this old stuff is the best stuff you could ever get. I've never seen this one before. Never seen this before. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Jesus, she had an awful fall. Look at this. Fucking burst her face open. Look at this. She's fucked. She's gone. She's gone. That's a couple of million there she's getting. Gooch crap. Yeah, a bit fucking late now, dickhead. Bit late. Oh, Jesus Christ. This fella's down the fucking hole. Look at this. Straight into the fucking hole. Look at this. Gone. Like, what is he playing at there? Like, what's he looking at? If he was strong enough now, he could hold himself up there. But again, there's a lot that's wrong with this. Whose shed is this for a start? Does he not know there's a massive hole there in the shed? blind the fucking. Oh, you nearly got this fucking poor stupid little shit. Like, thick cunt is. Ugh. He had his whole life ahead of him. Look at him running. Like, I mean, that's just stupid on the kid's part here to run towards a moving car. Look at this. You can't see it. Oh, okay. Sorry, folks. What's going on there now? Why can't you see that video? Let me see. Oh, sorry. Here's me indulging in YouTube and you can't see it. Sorry about that now. Here we go. Here we go. Now we get this fixed up. Need to get the sizing right. Let's go up in the top again. So, this lady jumps, nearly kills herself. This fella nearly took your man's head clean off. Gone. Banged his head. 2 million. Oh, that's 60 million. Burnt his eyes. This pure. Oh, look at this. This one's hard to take because your man is just doing a day's work. Your man is just doing a day's work here. It's got. He's even got the glasses on him, but he should have the hard hat. That's why people in warehouses they wonder should they wear hard hats all day. And of course they should, because this lad is just—he's about to get it. Here he goes. This fella in the forklift, clueless, should be fired. Bang, dead. It's £1 million for the family. Blinded the kids with leaves. He's dead. What do you like? This is just foolish. No one's ever in a cherry picker clowning around like this fella here. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't get away with it now because there's too many regulations, you see. Too much health and safety. Can you have too much health and safety? This is actually what's going on here now. Leaf blindness epidemic. Yeah, the poor child got his whole life ahead of him and get blinded by a leaf. It's one of those things you can't plan for. Oh, jeez, yeah, that's I used to work in Galway years ago in Smith's toy stores upstairs, and every once a week we'd have to get rid of all the plastic, we'd have to crush it all into machine, but you'd be always fearing you might get caught up in the crushing machine. So I can definitely feel your man's pain here. Look at him. How do you explain that to the family? How do you explain that? Imagine that's the face of the man that got crushed, those glasses. Hopefully they're gone to a better home. Some lads do that on purpose though for a bit of cash. 100% al inicio. 100%. Some people are. There was a woman actually in town that she used to go into town every week and purposely look for cars, and she'd step out in front of them and she'd know every reg in the town. So if there was a reg that she didn't know, she'd know someone from outside the town and she'd jump in front of the car, and I think she ended up getting a couple of grand out of it. Oh. Yeah, gone. No, keep riding the road, you fool. Oh. That's not, you can't park there. It only takes a second. You're right. Right, that's enough of that stuff. Game over job there. When lawnmowers attack, eagles screech. Yeah. That did sound like a bit like an eagle screech now that I think about it. That's the sound of an eagle. That's true. Fucking sound of an eagle. Everyone was injured during the making of this video. Yeah, not good. Not good. Not good at all. What the fuck is this? This is. What do you watch on YouTube mostly? Like, but this for me, this, even though this stuff was recorded before YouTube, this seems like to be the sweet spot of the internet, where like all of this stuff had just a lovely, like, this fella's probably completely serious, not even trying to be taking the piss, and he's fucking just the gimp of him is perfect. Have you ever heard of the Toy Box Killer tapes? No, who's that? Tell me more about that one. The Toy Box Killer tapes. Sounds vicious. I'm going to look at this in the other window. Toy Box.
I've enlisted our friend Charles' able assistance in this portion of our presentation for reasons which will soon become obvious. Charles?
Like, I love this because it's completely serious. These guys are not even trying to take the piss here. Your man's gonna get a fucking block. You gone?
Now place it inside the plastic bag. Now break the bulb. Excellent.
Waste
Now
of a
reach
good bulb
inside
there.
and choose a piece
Awful fucking waste of a bulb, really, when you think about it.
and hand it to me. Thank you. You may return to your seat.
Pre-internet type weirdness. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's almost like they didn't know that they were going to be on the internet as much as they are. Like, what's he doing fucking... Who the fuck is going on here? Imagine that was your owl lad, and he's like, yeah, just heading into work. I gotta eat a fucking bulb. Yeah, I told him I was gonna eat a bulb. Live on camera, and there's a bit of an audience there watching. I'll be back at 6:30. His eyes are fucked. They're gooshed. That's what long living does to you. This guy's demonic. I wouldn't trust this fella with me toothbrush. He's seen ghosts before, no doubt. Like, he's the kind of fella you want on your side, but you'd never be able to read a fella like this. Like, should be locked up, probably. Just sitting there, just eating a bulb. Well, let's do it like Commando. Little bit of a grin, which makes it even fucking scarier. The bulb is gone. I'm clean.
Fire, one of the most powerful and destructive forces of nature.
You wouldn't trust anyone with your toothbrush, to be fair. Yeah, Mean Street Posse. I couldn't think of anything on the spot. This was a big thing, by the way, back in the day, where people would walk across coals to prove their strength. It doesn't seem as popular as it used to. Oh, look at the sound of the chair. This is beautiful. Can you hear this? Can you just hear the sound of the turn? Listen to the sound of the turn.
Oh, that's impressive. As you said earlier.
If I can direct your attention to the demonstration area, I'll give you a first-hand look at psychic surgery.
Like, was there any need for that lad to, like, who's it? Why is this?
Oh, that's impressive. As you said earlier.
If I can direct your attention to the demonstration area, I'll give you a first...
This guy's going to give me the creeps. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. I better not eat any cheese.
First-hand look at psychic surgery.
The creak of wood. Don't get that nowadays. You don't. It's all clean wood. That doesn't make sounds. White wood. What's going on there now? What the fuck is he at? Ketchup? He doesn't know what's going on. She's got a lovely mop of hair. Fucking snail. Is this an expert or something? Who is this fella watching the whole game? He's got like a nice little tight piercing there. Look at that. Clean shaven. He's probably only 25. Looks like if Ravine taught community college, Temple of Doom surgery. Smoked a fatty, now cleanse the room. Mel Gibson-esque.
The next...
What? What's going on here? I looked away for a second and I've kind of lost my train of thought, but what is... This guy just wait for waking up. Does he know what's going on? Is this organ stealing jobby? Is it? Does he need to be rubbing the bed? Like, okay, yeah, you've put the organ back. There's no scar. What the fuck are you doing rubbing me belly? What's going on in here? Back to doing his tiger moves.
The next time you or someone you know is approached by a member of a New Age group, remember what you have seen here today.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. This guy would give you the fuck. What I don't understand is why. I suppose there must be a live audience there watching the whole game going on. That makes a lot of sense. He didn't dislike the rub either. No, he didn't. No, he looked like he was. You know, regardless of whose hand it was, whatever like you're into, you know, whether you're into men or women or both in some cases, this fella might be just sitting there thinking, you know what, I'm a married man, but I'll happily take a rub when I can get it. Most men will take a rub when they can get it. Most men will take a rub if they can get it. On the belly, it doesn't have to be sexual, just any sort of, even if someone was to give you a massage, you know.
The next time you or someone you know is
He's a
approached
sheep's
by
liver
a
in his
member of a
pocket.
New Age group, remember.
Oh, geez, there was one time years ago where I was sharing a house with a load of people, and for some reason I got fucking liver in the shop. I was going to cook it that day, but then I left it up on top of the press, completely forgetting I'd left it up there. And then after about 3 weeks, I was like, what the fuck is the smell? I couldn't figure it out for ages, and we found the liver on top of the press. So yeah, so that's because somebody said he has a bit of liver in his pocket. Anyways, he's half wolf, half owl, and 0% human. Yeah, he's kind of creepy enough. These people, you don't see them as much as you used to. I don't know what this fella's name is. This video is intended to educate people about New Age ploys to lure them into satanic cults. Host, do you reckon he's trying to lure people into a cult there, this fella? Like, he does look like a cult leader, but what kind of cult would he have you in, I wonder? Maybe. John Anderson walks us through the highly entertaining world of New Age parlor tricks, which includes eating glass, walking on hot coals. So this is John Anderson, is it? Let's have a look at John Anderson. This is hardly John Anderson here, is it? John Anderson, creep. No, does anyone know what this fella's name is? Hi, I'm John Anderson. He served a white wine with light bulb glass. He may be a New Age psychic, but he ain't no sommelier. Have you seen him recently? He had his eyeballs reinstalled and the doctor messed it up. Is he gone? Is he gone Lady Gaga on us, is he? Did you know that Tiger Woods is 15-20 vision or 20-15 vision? He can actually see further than the regular human. No wonder it feels like a bit of a cheat. Frank Tufano. See Tatsu, what's the story there? Are you on the sauce or what's going on? Frank Tuff. This name rings a bell. No, it doesn't actually ring a bell. Sorry, I thought it was a different guy altogether. Who's this lad when he's at home? I think that's something I might have to get into at another time. I will get around to it. I promise you that. He looks like a muscular Michael Jackson. He does actually, yeah. California judge abused blind patient to defend doctor. Like, I don't know. From looking at his stuff, I don't really know what he does, but organ supplements, free range meat. He's eating. I don't know. Who is this fella? What's his shtick? What's he trying to get out of us?
All right, boys, we're in frog mode. Post your frog emojis in the comments.
He's got retainers on, okay.
I was gonna film this 1 week surgery update video, and I stepped outside this house, and I have never smelled so many chemicals and whatever they're spraying in the air in my life. I thought it was bad by me in Pennsylvania, but out here.
So you're telling me that this fella eats rotten liver? Sick bastard. Sick man. He's worse than your man Liver King, who doesn't look healthy anymore. Looks gooshed. He's scary. Yeah, this is the thing. There's a lot of nut jobs out there, you know. Wow, someone will look healthier then. Shinra, I'm sure you're looking healthy. There was a French YouTuber died recently doing mad stuff for clicks. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he was getting tortured, wasn't he? Not tortured, but French streamer, is it? Yeah, he was getting it's fucking hard to know what's going on. That might be a bit too heavy to be watching at the minute, but we might watch that in the next stream. I'll have to look into it a small bit because I don't know what the fuck happened to him, and I think he got fucking done in anyway. But God rest his soul. That's it, folks. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Really appreciate everybody being on the stream. Again, that's my hour up for another night. I'm going to try and get on a few more comedians, and I never realized that Zoom only gives you like 30 minutes to chat to people. So that's a bit annoying. But nevertheless, it was great to chat to Fred. What a beautiful soul. Seetsatsu, Enjoy the Pints, Mean Street Posse. Great to hear from you. Jeff Tomato. All good in the hood with yourself. Fiacra, Alistair Such, all the gang here in the chat. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do next time, right? Not today. What day is today? Today's Sunday. I had to check the watch for that one. Today's Sunday, so not Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to go into town. I'm going to get a few nice beers. We're going to find a movie to watch, and I'm going to come back here Tuesday, and we're going to fucking have the crack, stream, maybe bring on a few comedians, and have a nice time. All right, see you then, folks. Thanks for watching. You're absolute legends. Job bless. Peace up. Chat to you soon.